What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Hattricks by Diginoiz. Hattricks is basically a sampler slash step sequencer for hi-hats, drum fills, snares, and all kinds of percussion. But you can also drop your own percussion in there or your snares or hi-hats, and you can do whatever you want with it. It's made by the same people who made Subdivine Light. I did a review on that. Card in the corner. It's basically a sub plugin, and they got a nice distortion plugin out there. Make sure if you guys like this content, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to find out. But let's go ahead and get right into this VST. Some, hit the key. All right, so I brought you guys to the website. You can either get Hattricks on Diginoiz.com, or you can go to Plugin Boutique, or you can get it at adsr.com. So it's, available on PC and Mac. I know I forget that a lot of times, but not today. Basically, when you open up the plugin, it's going to look like this. So it's got a pretty nice looking GUI. It's got just a ton of sounds in it. So, it's got hip hop hi-hats and, just hip hop sounds, trap sounds, R&B sounds. It's got some tones in it too. We'll go over that here in just 1 second. Of course, I made a beat for the demonstration, so I'm going to go ahead and play that for you. So it's not all the way mixed down, but here we go. All right, and so then the cool thing about this plugin is the way that it's set up is that basically there's different patterns attached to each different key. So if you push down a key, and depending on how hard you push your key down, depends on how hard the velocity of the actual hi-hat hits. So if you push it lightly, push it heavily, it's got a mod wheel over here so that you can control that as well. And then it also has pitch, so you can control the pitch. So my mod wheel might have been used a few too many times, and it doesn't work the greatest on this Akai MP Mini. So, we won't be able to show you that in a demonstration, but we'll be able to show you a few little things that are cool. Another things that are cool is that you can push down whatever pattern that you want to run, and then you can pitch it down or you can pitch it up. So you can either draw that in or you can play that as you have the keys going. It also has pitch up. So, you can go up each key in an octave or you can go down an octave, which is pretty nice. It also has different articulations. So that's pretty cool. And it tells you right here exactly what it is. So if you push down, you see it's telling you it's a quarter. So these are your triplets up here. And that's pretty cool. So it has a ton of hi-hats. So as you're looking at this, let's see, let's find a trap hi-hat. I kind of like this one that I was using earlier. It was 120. So we're gonna go ahead and find that one. And as you can see, all these hi-hats are different. And if you just click on it once, it will play it for you. If you click on it twice, it'll drop it down here for you. And then what you can do is if you click on this, see how if you click on it, it brings it more. Click on this, it brings it more. If you push X right here, you eliminate all of the hip hop or rap or whatever hi-hats and stuff that they had in there. But you can see there's probably like 400, 500 different hi-hats in here, which is nice, because you can never use enough hi-hats, and they all sound pretty different. So I mean, you can't beat that. Some pretty decent sounding hi-hats. But the one that I was messing with earlier was 120. And we're gonna go ahead and load that one up. So another thing that you can do is you can mess with the actual sample. So you can chop it up, you can make it longer, you can also you can drop. So you can see I can come over here, boom, and I've dropped it in there, and so now that hi-hat sample's in here, which is pretty nice. But we're gonna go ahead and go back to 120 real quick. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys some of the cool things that you can do with this thing. I kind of like the fact that like, let's say I want to just record something in. All right, so we're gonna record something in. It might not be the greatest because I'm at an awkward angle. I just wanted to have the keyboard up here so that you guys can see, because normally I don't have it in the camera. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and record this into automation. So we're gonna notes and automation. Push play. Something easy, basic, just like that, just for the demonstration purposes. I will play it back, and it just sounds like this. And so then you can mess with it too. So, since my mod wheel is not working, I couldn't show you that with the mod wheel. But, you drop it a couple octaves, and then when you drop it a couple octaves, that allows you to basically shift it up and down, pitch shift, basically. So, I'm just going to push the button so you can hear what it sounds like. Oh, got to plug the computer in. Like, if you have a 49K keyboard, this is ideal for that, because you can play everything, so on and so forth, but you can still do what you need to do with a smaller keyboard. So like, let's say, I have that pattern that I just put in there, and I've lowered it a couple of octaves on the keyboard. You can just... So now that's just a loose example. Again, I just got this a little bit ago, so I've only been messing with it for a little bit. Another thing that's cool about this plugin is, so we have a pattern, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up this pattern that I already put together. So basically, I'm going to pull up this pattern and I'm going to play it. So the cool thing about this is, as you set these in different places, like we've already seen, it's going to give you different sounds, which is cool, because you might make some hi-hat patterns you never even knew that you were going to make, or that you could make. And then it's got, down here is when you, like, let's say that I push this button right here. So you see how it's got this lower button, but if I push... And that's how you get the different pitches of the hi-hats. I'm going to show you guys some more things. So what else is cool about this is, so like, let's say, you have a pattern. So I'm just going to actually solo the hi-hat pattern here for just a moment. And so like, let's say you have a hi-hat pattern. You can simply just drag a new hi-hat in here, or double click that. And just like that, you can find a new hi-hat pattern. Another thing that's cool too is, so that if you come all the way to the end, it's got different stuff, like it's got different tones. So it's got different tones that you can use. It also has like different snares, so you can make snare rolls and stuff like that. So let's find a nice snare. See what it sounds like. So I mean, that's pretty nice. And then it also has like drums, so it has like kick drums and stuff like that, so that you can make drum roll, drum fills and stuff like that. So that's pretty nice. If you don't know how to make a drum fill, you can use that and boom, throw a snare there at the end and you got a nice little drum fill. So that's a nice little tool there. It also has like, filters, and you can mess with the tuning here and so on and so forth. If you don't want to use a mod wheel, you can also just simply automate the mod wheel here. So let me show you guys some of the things that you can do with just the effects right here real quick. So we're just going to throw this hi-hat in here, and I'm just going to push play. So you can simply automate this right here. So let's go ahead and create an automation clip. Then we can come over here and we can just basically change the way it sounds. So this is what it sounds like before the automation. That's after we lowered it down an octave, but we're just going to draw some basic automation. It's not going to be the most fancy or nothing like that. It's going to be something basic. But this is how you can basically mess with the pitch shift just simply. So, obviously it doesn't sound the greatest, don't have much practice with it yet, but it is what it is. And then one last thing that I wanted to show you with this plugin is, so like, let's say you just want a basic pattern. So if you just draw a line in here, it's going to give you a basic pattern. So just one steady line gives you this. But you can do things like come down here, and to make it a little more interesting, you can spice it up, and you can come down here and you can just cut it up, and then you can do what you want with it. So you can let's go ahead and drop this one. So then, like, let's say I put this over here, stretch this out. And then, so once you have your pattern, if you just have a basic hi-hat pattern drawn out, you can just come over here and start sticking stuff in different places and experimenting. So, you can do all kinds of different stuff with this plugin. Basically, my thoughts on this plugin is that I really like the plugin. I'm probably going to use it a lot. I would, if it was up to me, I'd probably charge $25 to $30 for it. But again, it is a good tool. And if you do struggle with all different kind of hi-hats or being creative with your hi-hats, this is a very good tool. Or if you can't make drum fills, this is a very good tool that can help you make your hi-hats and your drum rolls better. So make sure, if you guys like this content, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to find out. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the keys.